Ready? Rolling up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. And down to the wrist. And up to the knuckles. And let's take it in between the thumb and the first finger, index finger, and squeeze. Middle finger. Ring finger. And pinky. Over to the other hand, index. Middle. Ring. And pinky. And let's toss it up in the air and catch, switching hands, heights, direction. Swatting, catching, gripping ourselves, but prevailing. 3, 2, 1, and put ball on the floor. Assess how the feet feel. And step on the ball right in the middle of the foot, pressing down 3 times. Up to the knuckles. Roll across the knuckles. And bring the ball to the top of the heel, pivot on the toes, and roll across the top of the heel. Press down just below the first knuckle, at the side of the top of the heel, and at the middle of the fifth metatarsal. Roll down the bones. And stroke. Three, 2, 1, release, reassess, and repeat on the other foot. 3 times in a minute. Pressing on each of the knuckles. Rolling across the knuckles. Pivoting on the toes, rolling across the top of the heel. Pressing in the 3 spots. Roll down the bone. And stroke. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess as I get the clock. And shake the tree. 3, 2, 1, center with some ocean red blue. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step out together in starlight. And center. Same thing in the other direction. And center. Take some steps forward. And then elbow and opposite knee. And then slap the opposite heel in the front. And then behind. And then a cross step with a twist and a punch. And then walk. Or march. Or jump. So today we're going to do the standing exercises for the legs and core. No squats. We'll do rapid squats. I'm going to do 5 Tibetans in the after class. Of course, you can do whatever you need to do to stay safe as you get the heartbeat going, including just walking. I'm going to sprint myself. In about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 20. And beauty press. Interlace the fingers, raise the hands up overhead. Up on your toes if you can. And come down, bend back if you can. Come back to center, lower the hands to the chest, push out. Bring the hands down, interlace the fingers behind the back and raise the hands up. Go a little higher. And come on down and shrug. And swim. And go to backstroke. And a breaststroke. Extend the arms and tap the shoulders. And bring one arm across the body, pressed in at or above the elbow. And then bring the other arm across. First arm behind the back, press down and in on the other. And then the other. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. Then one arm, fingers up, pull back on the fingers. Fingers down, pull back. Flop it and keep flopping that wrist up and down. And then in one direction, rotate. And then rotate in the other. Other hand, fingers up. Down. Flop. Rotate one way. And then the other. Come on down, form an L, squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. And release. And squeeze. Release. And squeeze one more time. Good. And then rotate the neck. Go the other way. nod. And go ear to shoulder. Tuck in the chin, look in one direction. Drop the chin to the collarbone. And then look up. Back to center, still tucked, look the other way. Drop the chin. Look up. Back to center, tuck, tuck like a pigeon. And do a side lunge. Go the other way. Come on up and grab a stick. I'm going to bring one leg out. Stick's about 6 inches in front. Drop it onto the collarbone. Slide down the stick. Lift the heel. Wiggle the foot if you can. And come up. Press the sole of that foot against the stick. And then repeat on the other side. Hamstrings first. And then the calf muscles. And coming up, we're going to do a toning bar routine today. So bring the stick behind the back, parallel to the spine, and move it up and down. And switch the position of the hands and do another 10 or so. And then bring the stick up overhead and go side to side. And then bring it to the shoulders and do 10 bicep curls. And then below the waist, reverse the position of the hands, the grip. Hinge at the waist. Bend the knees slightly. You can bring the stick down as far as you can go with your spine neutral and head back. And lift the stick up and down 10 times. And then bring the stick down, stay down. And lift the elbows up past the rib cage 10 times. Come on up, stick is at the shoulders, lift it overhead 10 times. And then drop it below the waist again and lift the elbows up to shoulder height. And back down. Keep it at the shoulders and push out 10 times. And then bring it around back. Palms facing away from the body and lift, stick behind you 10 times. Switch the position of the hands, palms facing in, another 10. And then lift the stick up into the crook of the elbows and twist the joints. Bring the stick around front in the middle. Hold on with two hands, one hand, finger or two, step back. Come up on your toes and hold for about 15. Three, two, one, and then back on your heels for 15. Three, two, one. Okay, come on down. You might want to hold a stick for some of these exercises. This is where we're going to be doing some kicking, or you could be next to a wall, or have a chair nearby if you need to hold on to. Or if you feel safe, nothing at all. I'm going to start with some leg kicks, 10 with one leg. I'm going to go as high as feels safe for you. And then the other. And then they kick behind us, but keep the knee locked. Just bring the leg behind. And the other. And then we're going to go laterally. Other. And then we're gonna come across, tap and go back. And then the other. Then we're gonna come forward, center, side, back, and across. We're gonna do 5 on each. Of the leg. And then we're gonna go elbow to the same knee, alternating. And then some butt kicks. Same side. And then the other leg. And then on this one, you can do elbow to the same knee, or if you find crossing your arms and going knee to opposite elbow too difficult. And 10. All right, take a couple of breaths. We're doing Leonard Orr's 4 short ones and 1 long one. And so that's a rapid diaphragmatic inhale through the nose, expanding the belly, but very quickly, 4 times. And then 1 nice big long, fill the lungs from the belly to the collarbone, and exhale. And then do 4 more quick ones and an exhale. Total of 20 breaths, 4 rounds. Here we go. And then rub the hands together. A little chi. Don't much at all. And centering. Good to go. We will open our hearts. And pause on this inhale, exhale, send it out. And center. Deep breath. And bring down chi above. And gather from below. And, ah, ah.
Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome, Mira. Take care.
You too.
Thank you, Tom.
All right, Richard. Have a good one. See you tomorrow.
20,000.
Thank you, Tom.
Come on, great to see you. Have a
See
good
you.
Thanks, Tom.
And Bill.
Got it. Thanks, Ash.
Take care now.
Sit in a minute.
And Alaska, wherever you are, we're doing 5 Tibetans. There we go. Couple of nice breaths. And gonna hit the floor. Okay, in the modified version, the soles and feet are on the floor. And they come up, if the neck and shoulders come up. In the regular version, the legs are extended and they come up as the neck and shoulders come up. Hands are usually by the side, but if you need support, put it underneath the small of the back. If the neck needs support, put it behind him, them behind him. I'm gonna do the regular version. You can do up to 11, well, whatever you need to. Well, full version is 21. And we would then put 2 feet. Give it up on our knees. The hands on the back of the thigh. And if you can't do back extension, you just come rock back on your knees and come forward. But if you can lean back and come forward, fine. And when you're gonna take your breaths. Well, sit down. Again, the soles of feet can be on the floor in a modified version. Legs are extended normally. Hands are that's by the hips, but if you need to put them behind you, go right ahead. Coming up into an inverted table. And take the breaths. And come around. Or horse. Into a cobra. In the modified version. Or down dog into up dog in the regular. And then we're gonna come around, sit down. Cross your legs however feels right. This morning. And take 2 breaths. We're gonna rotate. 6 times in one direction. 5 in the other. Either sitting up. Or bending over. 1. Reversing, and on the last round, we're gonna stretch out. And do a roundabout 3 on the front. Over the left knee and then over the right. Four in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. And going right. Coming up. Gonna reverse the position of the lights. What was on top goes below what was on the front goes behind. And we're going to do 5 circles or rotations in the original direction, 6 in the reverse. And do another 3 rounds, another round of box breathing. Center, left and right. And stretching out. Yeah. And that. Something on. Great day. See you tomorrow.